Dum da dum da dum da dum da da da. Dum da dum da dum da dum da 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 da.
All right, let me show you what I'm going to be doing now. This is going to be a gift. This is John Marston from the video game Red Dead Redemption. And you can see the base here. This is all printed in PLA. There's a couple of parts I'm going to go back and do in resin. And I'll show you those in a few minutes. Like I've already started working on some of it. This is a boot. Oh, here's the right foot. And I'm so very surprised that the spur printed out. The pin here is supposed to be as long as this is, but it doesn't matter. It still locks into the base really well. And then here's his left foot with a strap there, and you can see this pin done the same thing, but like I say, it doesn't matter. Actually pretty good. Not too bad for a filament printer. Yeah. Then here's his pouch. This is something I didn't think would print at all, but it actually printed pretty decent. I've got to go in and glue this part here. I broke it getting the supports out. But yeah, the straps and everything, just it blew my mind that those printed, but printed out pretty good. Then this is his holster. If I can hold on to things, this is his holster, and it had a pin on the back side of it here, but there's not a slot over here for his holster to pin into, so I ended up just shaving that off. Don't know what that little deal is there. I'll fix that. But here's his left hand. Like I say, this is the camera just don't want to focus too well. Not too bad. Very little cleanup just around where the supports were, and that's not that much. Here's the right hand with his gun, pistol. And there's, you guys that are Red Dead Redemption fans, this is I've seen where he's had the Colt here, or I don't know if this is a Colt or Smith & Wesson. I think this is a Colt, but I've seen where he's had a Schofield. It'd been really cool if he would have had the Schofield, because I love the Schofield pistols. I'd say not too bad at all. The rifle, and I've kind of boogered up the rifle, which I've got to go back in and fix. The trigger guard here didn't print out very well, and the loop here for the reloading mechanism, the lever, it come off and everything, which I can be, cut some thin strips of plastic, put that back on. But yeah, even has the hole in the tip of the barrel. The pistol doesn't have that. I was very surprised. There's kind of an indent there, which I'll drill some of that out. Here is the face and the head part. Now his hair, you can see how where his hair comes down past his ear on both sides. This hair back here was supposed to be the same way. It's not supposed to be cut straight across. It's supposed to have a little bit of jaggedness to it. But the way I printed it up like this. For some reason or other, my printer didn't want to give it the pinpoints. It will print. The funny thing is, it will print the spurs like that, and I printed the boots just like that, so the spur would be up, but it wouldn't print the hair. But it's all right, no problem. And here's his hat. And I had to go in. He's supposed to have a feather right here, and I went in and cut the feather off of it because the feather didn't look really good. I've got to put another feather on, and then that's what it looks like when you get his hat on. And show you this. I've already glued some of these parts on. I glued his forearm in and his arms into his upper torso. I've already glued those parts in, and then I glued the bottom half to the top half. I was already starting to work on it, and I decided I'd do a video on it. But yeah, it's this looks damn good for, to me, for a filament printer. You can see even the way his collar of his jacket printed out, fringe on his jacket as well. And you look, still got some cleanup to do, but when I hit it with primer, it'll show me wherever the places are. You got place here for the gun belt, and this is where the rifle goes in, because the gun belt comes across here, and then you got this is part holds the gun belt, and this part here holds the rifle. It's the very tip of the rifle. And now the parts that I'm not real crazy about, that I'm going to reprint. I'm going to do them in resin. Why I tried to do them in filament, I don't know. This is the gun belt that goes across his upper torso. So yeah, it didn't print out as well as I wanted it to. But like I say, I'm gonna do it again in resin. It's kind of cold and damp here in my shop, so resin printing doesn't want to take very well. I have more failures when it's in weather like this, so that's why I haven't done any resin printing on it. Okay, starting to get some colors blocked in on the big guy. These colors are not really the exact deal that I'm going to do. Going to go a little darker with the pants. The pants are actually darker than what is showing on screen. They're more, like I say, they're just darker. I'm going to go back in and after I get it the color I want, I'm going to highlight the seams. The vest is pretty much the color I want it to be, but I've still got a lot of work to do. Like I said, I'm just getting the colors kind of blocked in on it. Got some dark brown on his boots. This is the what's on his pants. I was going to go with charcoal gray, and I think I'm going to go back with charcoal gray, because what I did was I poured in a little of the Craft Smart black and a little bit of white, and I got it to the color, because the color's always dried. Craft paints dry darker than what they look like when they go on, and it looked like it was a little light when it went on, and so I thought, okay, it'll dry. Oh, let's not go anywhere there, bud. But it didn't darken up enough like I wanted it to. Hang on. But like I said, I'm gonna go in with charcoal gray, and I may add a little bit of black to it, and he just wants to keep falling over. So still got quite a bit of work to do to him. Like I say, just blocking in the colors up a little bit of the leather brown, dark leather brown on the base. Still got a lot of work to do on it, so just progressing along. I put got some paint on his hat. This is and you can see it's still wet. I got to go in and put another coat or two on there. This is all craft acrylic paints. This is the first coat of it. This is a burnt umber on the hat, and when I want to get it, all the tonal variations like I want, then I will go in with black wash and blacken it down, darken it down, and then do the band around it. Still got to come up with something for that feather there, but I get it done. Probably use a real feather, who knows. Start working on the hair. Got putting the black down, and then I'm going to go through and dry brush browns over it and everything, do a wash on it. But okay. Alright, got quite a bit of work done. Working on the base. I still got some a little bit of dry brushing I want to do on that. Reprinted the belts. The brown belt, I've got to go in and repaint because it's not the right color. As you can see, the gray one is the filament. Gray one is the filament. You can see all the imperfections, and this is the resin belt. Detail is a lot more crisp than the other. And this is what it looks like when you take it off the printer. This I just cured this one. This is the front belt, which is right here. See, this is the one that I printed on the filament printer, and you can see all the garbage and stuff in there. And then there's the other one. Much better. And like I say, this is how I do it. I put lots of supports in there because I have lots of fails, and so I support the hell out of it. Support your local gunfighter. But anyway, I'm going to get these supports off of here, and it'll be easy cleanup. I have found that if you cure it while it still has the supports on it, instead of trying to take the supports off of it, they come off much cleaner. So, and a lot easier too. But anyway, let me zoom back out here a little bit. Sorry about the finger in the camera. This is what John is looking like at the moment. I've got still got a lot of work to do to him. I went in and done highlights on his green vest. I've got to do the fringe and everything. I did the gun belt again, and strap around his leg, strap around his shoulder there and everything. Glued his feet in, which it looks like I just boogered it up. Now I gotta go in and clean it up, touch it up. Nothing is clear coated, so that's the next thing on the agenda, is get this clear coated so I can protect all my work, so I don't screw it up again like I did the top of that boot. It kind of irritates me. I don't know what I bumped it on, but I bumped it on something. Still got the red neckerchief to go around at the top there. I'm reprinting his head. Since my printer is cooperating, I'm going to reprint the head on it. I've got some more stuff up here. That's the crappy head. I don't like that at all. But anyway, I realized I was working away on this and thought I'd better do an update on it. Okay, and John Marston is done. Now, I'm not a figure painter by any means. I like doing figures as long as I don't have to do flesh tones and faces and stuff. But this was actually a pretty fun build. I enjoyed doing the paint work on it. Like I say, this is a Christmas gift for a little special person for me. And just got finished with it. A lot of washes, a lot of dry brushing. You know, you block in the colors, and then you go in and do a lot of shading and tinting and dry brushing, and so this is what it turned out to be. Like I say, I'm not a figure painter, so the arms look pretty good, but I don't really like the way the face turned out. I never liked the way the faces of my my figures turn out. That's why I like doing figures without faces, like robots and aliens and stuff. Alien, you don't have to make them look pretty. But that's it. I say I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping that the one that I give it to enjoys it as well. So thanks for watching, and take care.